Hello, how you guys doing? Checking in on you. These past couple of months have been a doozy. They really have. And obviously, all of us in the spiritual community have been experiencing it in different ways, obviously, and the intensity of it has been different. I'm not gonna say I've had the worst of the worst, like I'm gonna that tail end of it, but it has been extremely challenging, and I know it has been for quite a few people. Enough where they, like myself, are putting our experiences out for the masses to just let everyone know, hey, guess what? You are not alone. If you're like me, I can only communicate with a less than a handful of people who actually get it. Outside of, and I'm talking about as far as my direct contacts, outside of that, these are people that I either have to pay for, service, counseling, things of that nature, or, advice, or I may be able to get it in a group setting if I find, like a group that's holding, some sort of meeting or something like that. But those are far and in between. So for the most part, I am doing what you are doing, or have come across an individual that's just putting out their experience, and because you probably don't have a full-fledged spiritual family yet, you haven't, your soul family, you haven't connected with them, and or you have, but maybe they're just not available right that second. Everyone has lives, everyone's doing what they do, right? But it has been ridiculous for me. My family member, and I'm not going to identify exactly who, been cutting the rug, and I love this person a lot, because they're a part of me. But it's like been cutting the rug, and it's been very challenging. So that's been kind of one of mine. I am in the process of transitioning with a move, and I'm like, come on now, why don't nobody get it? So they're running into, don't nobody get it? You don't understand? I'm speaking English, like what the? And it's like, and then you get to talk to people, family, friends, or whatever, and you're saying things, and you know exactly how now, if you're like me, I usually do like, hey, I can forget. I'm getting older. You can blame it on that. But for the most part, I kind of remember certain things. And even if not right then, if I think about it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that was. People telling you even more so than what they generally do, because if you're, spiritual, you're kind of open to different things, and nobody in your family or close circle is on that page, you are the oddball. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a great thing. But you are different than everyone else, at least at this juncture in your journey, right? So that you already have that dynamic, and then when you're saying things and talking to them, they're like, oh, you did this, or you didn't do this, and this, you're like, I did or didn't. I'm not crazy, or you're just having like these deja vu moments and stuff like that. I've been having a lot of that, and it's been intensified, and I'm just gonna chalk it up to, the two eclipse that happened, and then yesterday October the 7th was the full moon, and you always have that pre-shadow and that after shadow. The effects still be there. And so what I've heard, whether it's true or not, that the after effects of this particular full moon is extremely potent. I mean, all full moons are potent, but whatever about this one, y'all can Google and figure it out yourself, that this one is extremely potent. So the effects of it, good, bad, or indifferent, depending on what side of the coin you're on, sis, bruh. But it's going to linger longer than the average full moon, that energy. So yeah, it's just been a lot with me. And if you are experiencing good, bad, and different, like I said, and it could be for all different reasons, right? Even if you consider it a bad effect, is the result supposed to be for your highest good? Say, for example, it's a relationship that you were supposed to leave a long time ago. Stop playing. You know it. You just doing something to be doing something. Killing time, or don't want to do the work to break free of it. Been guilty. No judgment here. No judgment here. But, okay, you don't want to do the work to break free from it. Or whatever the case may be. That is what happened. So, the relationship goes on. It's been going on longer than that it should. The expiration date been passed. It's so old that it didn't curled up, like it didn't turn to whatever. Mold in it, everything. I'm sorry, I don't even know where I'm going now. Mold in it, everything. But whatever it is, the Most High, whatever you subscribe to, your ancestors, spirit guides, like, enough is enough. Tonight is the night we ride the rodeo. And I know what that song is. If y'all from the Chicagoland area, that is, I'm not gonna say who it is, y'all would know who that is if y'all happen to see this video. So I know what that video is about, but that song just came to my mind. So okay, we could take it, for this particular example, riding a rodeo. I know what that means or whatever. But hey, getting on that horse and really, doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Taking control of this quote unquote untamable horse, and finally getting on it and like, I'm gonna tame this beast. Period. Now's the time. And your ancestors are like, okay, this is what she's been saying this for so long. And with time is of the essence. Time is money, and money is time. And with this, and I was gonna say second. There's not a second. I guess maybe it would be for me. So put myself out of it, right? Because it's a collective. There's another awakening. How big it's gonna be, I don't know. Probably won't know till after the fact. Just like the other one that happened during COVID. A lot of people didn't know what was going on with themselves. And it's a lot of that now. So although I am already awakened to a lot of things, there's ascensions to it continuously till you leave the earth. So I am still caught up in it and feeling certain energies. And I've had people in my family that didn't happen. No. And I'm just like, and I go and I find like little proof of what happened. I'm like, y'all, it's like this gaslighting thing, and I don't think it's intentional. I am looking at it and understand like we're on and shifting, depending on where you are, to different timelines. It's the frequency changing. And from what I understand, and it makes sense because of certain things that I'm feeling and seeing, and other people saying the same thing. We're like having the same experiences. We don't even know each other. That something very special. Not to say, again, discounting previous, but something real special has happened during this month of October. And just embracing it and letting old things that you know should have died just die. Just let it die. Just let it die. How can it be? I mean, with the death comes the rebirth, right? Isn't that part of Christ's consciousness? Yes. And we can agree to disagree. I don't have to agree with everything you believe in. That's not the point. Those that believe in a higher power, Buddha, Yeshua, it's not about being dogmatic about stuff. We can all learn from each other. And that's we can all learn from each other. And just being at peace. Your differences can help make me a better person, and vice versa. And if it don't apply, let it fly. That's why, I haven't met my soul family yet, I don't believe, at least in the sense of where I could just like, hey, I'm having a moment, call you up and just, kick the bobo and, get it. No, I don't have that. I have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Or find a group or someone, online or whatever, I can talk to, but this is this person's time, so I'm searching for searching for my soul family. I'm hoping that will come about when I make my move, because I know something great, it has to be, because for me, it's all or nothing at this point, So we that are a little bit, called loners, are just trying to find our way, grow, do what we need to do, find resources, because we don't have a lot of people to talk to, So, just to let you know, your girl is right here in the midst with you. And I know all will be well, especially if you take what's being given to you and what's being shown to you. You had that come to Yeshua moment. Like, I have to be honest with myself and don't fight it. I'm talking to you. I am talking to me. Don't fight it. Let it be. Whatever changes need to be made, just make them. Don't fight it. It's okay for the old to dissolve. It's okay. You have a wound, when it's healing, that old skin, that old stuff or whatever, all that goes away. And what replaces it? New skin, the regeneration of healthiness and what's best for the remainder of the body. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't regenerate something that's going to attack the rest of the body. No. It's not supposed to stay there. Dead. It's supposed to go. And that is so hard when it's dealing with certain people that could be in your family or another type of close connect. For me, I'm just trying to figure it out myself. It's been trial and error. I think I'm at a place where I'm not trying to convince anyone about certain things. I think I'm going to still talk about it because certain things is part of my life. But you don't understand or you don't believe or whatever, it's okay, no problem. I don't have a problem. I find that it's always the other person that is more irritated, upset, and it's like, why? Am I supposed to think exactly like you? No two people think the same, right? So it's okay. You could be under the same teaching, in the same house, raised in the same household, and be completely different people. Completely different. The same household being raised. Everybody got the same, for the most part, teaching under love, completely like night and day between the kids. And that's okay. It's a human being. This is a soul that came here, has its own purpose, and they don't have to answer to nobody. They have to answer to the Most High when they come of age. So, I've already went through that phase, I think, earlier on when I was like, oh, okay, I really want this person to understand. I still want people to kind of understand some things, but I'm like learning, and maybe I think this is part of like my Oktoberfest, spiritual fest, that it's okay, because that desire for peace is so great right now. It don't make no sense. Peace is trumping anything else. I'm a warrior by heart. That's just who I am. It's there. And when it come out, then it'll need to come out. But for the most part, I just want peace. I want to be around people who are different in their own unique way, and they've embraced that, or they're coming into embracing it, and we can communicate, and we can respect, and even the differences still respect each other, because it's a higher level of love. It's called that agape love. Unconditional, where it's like, okay. And with that, to me, that's already taken account of, about you not doing things to purposely hurt this person. So I ain't even talking about nothing karmic and ridiculous as that. I'm talking about people of the same mindset, that it's higher than certain things. It's about just human decency and allowing people to be who they are and be the true authentic selves, and do something different. And saying, hey, I may not understand. Okay, we can talk about it. This. So there may be some things that you can share to help that person on that journey in their life. But say, hey, it may not be for me, but if this is what's going to make this person happy, and they're not hurting nobody, they're not doing anything, they're not hurting anybody. For the most part, this person is in their right mind. They're not crazy. Who am I to say they shouldn't, or feel a certain way, or try to make them feel bad, or throw a little salt on it, because I don't have enough guts to even probably do it, because I want to be stuck in life. A lot of people like that. They are stuck where they are. They don't want to grow. And okay, stay in your lane. Be there, fine. But don't kind of put that off, don't spread that on somebody else, that even if it don't work out, they decided to say, hey, I want to do something different. I want to live different. I want to experience something different than grandma and them, or my mama, dad, sister, brother, cousin, whatever. Even my children that could be adult, because I'm in that age group. Your kids, they want to or don't. They're at the age of accountability. You've done your part. Maybe not been a perfect parent, but whatever you are. And you want to do something different? You want to move out of the country? You may hit some flack, but when you stand before whoever it is you serve and you leave this earth, you have to account for yourself. It's not going to be them, you. And once you get to that point where, hey, I've done this, it does get to a point where it's my turn. It is your turn. That's it. It's your turn. So somebody needs to hear it. It is your turn. Do not feel guilty. Cut those ties the best way you can, or allow them, because believe me, if you don't do it, they gonna do it for you. They'll do it for you. When it ain't meant to be in your life, you gonna get hell from them or it. Especially if you got something else that you're supposed to be doing. Everybody, ain't on the same mission. Everybody, that's just not how it works. In another lifetime, maybe they chose this lifetime to just be where they are. But if you have a certain calling on your life or whatever, then you chose to do something different. That's just what it is. And no matter what you do or what you say is going to probably change them to do anything different until they decide that's what they want to do. And they may not. They may not. And that's, so what do you do with those type of dynamic? You're going to, split ways. You're going to be distant. If it's meant in this lifetime for it to come together, then it will. And if not, then it wasn't. It's kind of like bittersweet, but you can't stop your mission. You got to keep going. And other people need to be understand that they not you. They don't know what the Most High has called you to do and be or whatever. And it's like, stop looking at people because they was one way 10, 15, 20 years ago. People are allowed to grow and be different. To be like that. So anyway, that's all I got. Y'all stay cool, stay smooth. You know what I'm saying? And I'll holler at you later.